We had a lot of love for this guy. Tom McHugh pulled me aside early on, and they're like, "We love him. We've just worked with him," and it was a joy. I mean, these things you can't fake chemistry. I don't think on screen. You know, you can try to fake it, but people know they're too sensitive to that now.
Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1 premieres in theaters on July 12th. So what can you tell us about your characters?
Degas is an interesting individual who just joined. I wouldn't say just joined, but he's entered the clandestine services and he's making his way up the ranks, and he's been tasked with teaming up with Briggs, Shea's character, and chasing after Ethan Hunt. So it comes down to this new guy. I guess it's like the old way versus the new way, and trying to understand how to blend it, or if it should be blended at all.
That was great. As you're always trying to find your way, where do you fit in a film? You know what I mean? Especially something like this, because Tom's name comes above Mission Impossible, so you know he's the biggest star in the world, man. And we too wanted to service the story, make sure, and they let us. These guys follow story, and they let these two guys who could be just somewhat banal and uninteresting become interesting as it unfolded. You know, and they allowed us to do that. You know, it doesn't happen very often. So
absolutely. Well, Shea, I wanted to ask you this: you've appeared in a number of big movies over your career over the last 20 years. So, but what was it like working with Tom Cruise?
I was telling him, I've been extraordinarily fortunate with some big people, big stars. Yeah. I was so taken. Look, I could sit here and say, incredible, amazing, the greatest actions. What people don't realize is how kind and how generous he is as a scene partner and as a boss. He's a producer, so you're always aware, but and I saw the way that he treated him coming off of Top Gun, and I can't tell you how much I admire it and how much I loved being as we say, on the floor with him, you know, and trying to figure out scenes. And I have a love for him and McHugh, like, you know, can't even express.
Of course. And Tarzan, I wanted to ask you this, and this is coming off of what Shea said. Like, you've worked with Tom before with Top Gun Maverick. So what are some of the things you've learned with working with Tom over these last couple of movies?
It's about being competent in what you're doing and the work that you're doing, being able to understand all of the workings of what's going on set and behind the camera, not just like your lines, but understanding everyone's job so that you can better help them facilitate their jobs and by doing well at yours, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, we had a lot of love. We had a lot of love for this guy. Tom McHugh pulled me aside early on, and they're like, "We love him. We've just worked with him," and it was a joy. I mean, these things you can't fake chemistry. I don't think on screen. You know, you can try to fake it, but people know they're too sensitive to that now. By him just jumping in, and I want to learn. I want to, you know, he wants to be great, and those two, you know, like I said, that really meant a lot to me.
Absolutely. Well, Tarzan, Shea, thank you so much for your time. I really do appreciate it. And congratulations on the movie and continued success to both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.